In this video, we will show you how to replace your vehicle's impact absorber on this Jeep Grand Cherokee. This will be located behind your front bumper cover. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. Up along the top of the front bumper cover, you're going to find two push clips, but we're going to save those for last. To start removing the bumper cover, let's make our way under the vehicle. Now from underneath the vehicle, we're going to remove 4 push clips that make their way across the center. Push clips come in all different shapes and sizes. For these ones in particular, you want to carefully press in on the center. That'll unlock it, and then you can pull it out of place by removing the outer portion as well. Other push clips, you can remove the center to unlock it, and then you remove the outer portion. Either way, once you have it out, a quick inspection makes sure it's reusable. We'll repeat the process down the line. Now as we make our way towards either side, you're going to find that you have a plastic clip. We'll turn that just enough that it becomes unlocked. Remove it from the fender liner and bumper cover. Let's continue following that fender liner and bumper cover to where they connect inside the wheel well. Now along each side of the bumper cover, we can start removing those plastic rivets. To remove these, you can either grind them off, cut them off, or just go ahead and drill out the center and remove the outer portion as well. Just going to hold the outer portion still. There's what's left of that. Just clean out our mounting port there. Continue on doing the same thing for the next one. Now that we have those out of there, if you were to continue up a little bit further towards the corner of the bumper cover where it meets your fender, you're going to find a 10mm headed bolt. We'll remove that. Once you have the bolt out of there, the next thing we'll do is take hold of the bumper cover. We're going to have to lightly tug it down and away from the vehicle, separating it from along the fender. Now let's have a quick peek inside this area. We're looking for the fog lamp assembly. Go ahead and disconnect the fog lamp assembly wiring harness or remove the bulb from the area. I'm just going to go ahead and twist the bulb. We'll remove it and give it a close inspection. Make sure it is still reusable. This one looks fine. We'll carefully set it aside so it does not cause any damage to the bulb. At this point, we're done on this side of the vehicle. Let's go over to the other side of the vehicle and repeat the process by removing the inside fender liner, the mounting bolt, the fog lamp harness, and separating the bumper cover from the fender. Now over on the passenger side, we repeated the same process, but there's one other thing on the passenger side you need to pay attention to. You're going to find that you have a wiring harness, and this wiring harness leads to each one of the parking sensors across your bumper cover. In order to disconnect all of those and remove the bumper cover from the area, we're going to disconnect this electrical connector. For this connector, you can see it has a red locking tab. We'll just carefully pry that towards the outer aspect here. We can squeeze in and disconnect this. To do this, you can use a small screwdriver, small pick, whatever you have. Just go ahead and grab hold of that. Slide it, squeeze it, pull it out of position. A quick inspection on both ends for corrosion, of course. Assuming those look good, you can continue on. Let's make our way back up into the engine compartment. We have 2 more push clips to remove from along the top center. One over on the driver's side and one in the same place over on the passenger side. Once we've removed those, take hold of the bumper cover, we'll give it a little wiggle and remove it from the vehicle. For the push clips, just go ahead and pull out the center. As always here, that's going to unlock it. Quick inspection, move along. Now you should be able to take hold of the bumper cover. We're going to carefully start lifting it up. You can hear it unclick. There we are. Now we can start holding on along the sides. We're going to separate it along the headlamp. There we are. Carefully remove your front bumper cover. With the bumper cover out of the way, we can start removing our impact absorber. Along the top rear of it, you're going to find that you have a wiring harness that makes its way along the backside. We have to go ahead and dislodge that from its mounting position on the impact absorber. It's mounted in 2 areas. At this point, there's 2 more push clips that we're going to remove, and we can do that from right underneath this area. You can see 1 push clip there, 1 over on the other side of this impact absorber. Just go ahead and pull those right out of there. Just use a small prying device. I'm using my trim tool. That's a long push clip. Repeat the process for the other one. There's the other one. Remove your impact absorber. And there it is, friend. Okay, let's prepare to install our brand new impact absorber. We're going to take this and put it right up against the front bumper of the vehicle. Once it's up in place, we'll continue on with our 2 push clips. Those will go into their mounting points. Get this aligned. While holding it in position, we can get those push clips in place. You may have to wiggle this around a little bit. Once it is aligned, just go ahead and press it all the way into the bumper there. Once you have both of those in there, we'll make our way up along the top and resecure that wiring harness along the back side. Just take this wiring harness, slide it right in along the back, press it down. Same on the other side. Just one last quick confirmation to make sure this is completely secured to your front bumper assembly. Now we can reinstall our bumper cover. As we bring this into position, we're going to be paying attention along the center as well as the sides. With it in position, we'll continue on with our push clip, drive in the outer portion, lock it down with the center. After completing the center, along each side we're going to be bringing the bumper cover directly underneath your headlamp assembly and along this area of the fender. Obviously we're being very careful for the headlamp assembly and the paint on the fender. Just tap this into place. Repeat the process on the other side. Once you have the bumper in place, we'll continue on with our fog lamp on the driver's side. Just get this lined up, turn it clockwise to lock it in. Now we can put in our fender liner. That's going to go in and behind the bumper cover. Continuing from here, we have a 10mm headed bolt that goes up in this corner, and then we're going to have push clips that make their way down along the bumper cover and fender liner. Time for the push clips. Once we've made sure that this is secure along the driver's side, we'll make our way over to the passenger side. On the passenger side, not only do you have your fog lamp bulb, but we also have the electrical connector for each one of our parking sensors. Let's start with the fog lamp. Now it's time for the electrical connector. That's going to go right up into this area. We'll press it in. Listen for a click from that. Give it a tug, make sure it's secure, lock it in with your red tab. After confirming everything's secure behind there, it's time for our fender liner on the passenger side. We're just going to tuck it in. We have the mounting bolt up here and then our 2 push clips making its way down. Now that we have the bolt in, we can do our 2 push clips. Press them in, lock them in with the center. Now on each side under the front bumper, we're going to reattach our plastic clips. Those have to go from the fender liner into the bumper cover. We can get these properly aligned, just press them in. Once you feel as though you have it lined up, turn it a quarter turn to lock it in. After completing both sides, we'll meet in the center. We have 4 areas for push clips. You want to push up on the bumper cover. Just above that area is some plastic brackets. We need to align it, and then you can put in your push clip. When installing the push clips, you know exactly what to do. Press in the outer portion, lock it in with the center. Continue down the line for all 4 of these lower push clips. Double check, make sure that's completely secured. Okay friends, we've got our vehicle back together. Go ahead and close the hood. Take your vehicle for a road test and listen for odd noises coming from along the front of the vehicle. Aside from that, thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.